So Derek, let's start with Lee Angol's red card. You've appealed the red card. What's the thinking behind the appeal?
Well, we don't feel that there's any violent conduct there to see that a red card was given. Simple as that.
When are you expecting an outcome?
The hearing will be tonight, so we'll find out later tonight, before our game tomorrow night, if he is available to play in the match.
Yeah, if he's not available and it's not upheld and there's a 3-match ban, how big a blow would that be to lose him for that period of time?
Yeah, I mean, it's 3.5 games really, because the sending off took place in the first half of the game on Saturday, and it just adds to the squad of players that might be unavailable to us. But there's not many of them. But we're hopeful that the panel will see fit, because it's the referee that gave the sending off, but the referee's 30 yards away from it, and there's 5 players in front of him. So it's really strange how he could have seen anything. There's a linesman that is right on top of the situation, 3 yards away. He gives a throw into the opposition. He tells me at half time that he didn't see the incident. It was the referee that made the call. So that's a very, good vision that the referee has been able to have. He's got Superman powers if he can see around players and see the incident.
So hopeful of it being upheld, or
well, there's no reason for it to be given. There's none whatsoever, and I think that that's plain to be seen on the video.
So looking back at the game, you go down to 10 men on half time. How pivotal was that in the result, do you think?
Well, it's a disadvantage. It's something that can happen. We've in the past come back. The same referee was the one that sent off James Collin in the last fixture there. There was a sending off against Colchester here as well. So, from that point of view, we are used to it, and we've taken a win against them before and drawn. But on the day, we weren't able to get the draw or the victory.
When you look back at Saturday, a defeat for yourselves, but also the results around you didn't really go to plan. Does the task look even more immense now than it did a week ago?
Well, it is from a points point of view. I think that the points total between us and the ones above us has increased, and we understand that.
You talked last week after the game about how difficult last week had been. Do you think that permeated down to the players by the time you got to Saturday? Was it a distraction at all?
No, I don't think so. I think that that can't be used as an excuse. I think that the players, have been in the situation where we've had a squad in place from now to this part in the season, and that doesn't affect them at all.
Is there any more word, an update on the financial situation?
No, as we sit here on Monday afternoon, the transfer window closes less than a week now, and no, there's no information to say that there's funds for us in January.
So you're having to work and think on the basis that that's the case and that there'll be no more additions?
Yeah, I've looked at that, and I've decided that I'm not going to build up any hope. I would presume that there'll be no additions or no extra money now until the end of the transfer window. It's hard to take, but we're just under 7 days to go in the transfer window. Everyone else has been able to strengthen the squad as best they can, and we haven't. And that's something that is not an even playing field with other teams.
So you're saying there's no point in sort of pursuing players now because the situation may not change? It's not fair on anybody.
Well, I could be going to a club and asking for a player, but what am I asking for? What am I using to spend? I haven't got any money, so it's a difficult circumstance to be in. It's one that I am in as a manager, and the powers to be understand the situation, and they're trying to rectify it, but as we speak we haven't done that, and there's very little time now to take in any players.
It's one of your former clubs, Bradford, on Tuesday night. They're doing really well, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they've done well. They're in the playoff positions now, and a really good victory against Walsall on Saturday. Walsall obviously been going really well, and some clinical finishes in the game, and they pushed themselves into a really good position.
But on the positive side, you beat them at home in the FA Cup, and it was one of those draws in the league here, which could very easily have been 3 points, couldn't it?
Exactly, we have done that, and both teams will have changed a little bit since we played the last time. They've changed the formation a bit since Andy Cook was out injured, and they've been able to pick up some really good wins.
You've said before about the need for wins for 3 points. Realistically, you need a couple of back-to-back wins, don't you, to avoid the gap growing?
Yeah, I mean, we would need 10 wins between now and the end of the season for us to get to 50 points, and that's what we're going to have to try and do. But we know we've got to get wins as soon as possible. And
is it still that message during the week of working on finishing, taking your chances?
Yeah, of course. I think we have to, do that. We've got ourselves into good positions. We did on Saturday. We could have gone 1-0 up with Guion, getting a header in, but we didn't. We could have got back in the game at 1-1 with a one that was just offside. But over the afternoon, I thought we competed well in the early stages of the game. There was nothing between it, and they eventually got a deflected goal.
You alluded to sort of the latest injury situation. What is that? Anybody missing who otherwise might have been available?
We have got a couple that took knocks on Saturday, so we're probably going to be down 2 players from Saturday's team, going into Tuesday night's game.
In a situation you're in, is there a temptation to look at some of the younger academy products, and you've used them before earlier in the season, particularly in the trophy, to put them on the bench maybe?
Yeah, there is. We've done that, and we'll continue to do that. It's a good option, for us, and yes, we will continue to do that.
Get money for your old phone. Mazuma Mobile.